just came from the gym literally, and the thing is, it's like, I've been, working out. Um, I literally just lost my sister maybe almost 2 months now. It's been 2 months. And when she first passed, I said, my boss tried to, of course, they try to give you time off, for your family and, get everything straight and whatnot. When I found out that night, I think it was in the, yeah, I think when I found out that night, oh, actually, it was 2 in the morning. When I found out, probably around 2 or 3 in the morning, they called me. And they told me what happened with my sister. I had, you be in disbelief with things like that. But I went down there that same night within a few hours I went down there. And she had diabetes. And it was actually hereditary because she wasn't like someone who just ate whatever and was just like morbidly obese or anything like that. It was hereditary. And me and my sister literally talked about stuff like that all the time due to the fact that her and I both have had, you know, hereditary illnesses, or conditions, I'll have to say. My hereditary condition is my heart. Something is wrong with my heart. They said that I could, you know, have a stroke at any time because something wrong with one of my valves or whatever you call it. Um, of course, if the blood can't get through, can't pump through your body, all that stuff, that's how you have a stroke. And I've been doing, watching, paying good attention, of course, to what I take, and I definitely been exercising a lot. I'm literally just gonna continue on this, health journey of losing weight and doing it for myself, you know. And at first, I said when they first wanted to put me, because they put me on a heart monitor before, and because I was having heart palpitations, and that's when they had took a, how they scan your heart or whatever, and they scanned my heart, and then this when they saw that someone, that the valve was too, um, the valve was too thick or whatever. And now, of course, they want to, because at first when they told me again that they wanted to put me on another heart monitor, I said, like, man, I don't need no heart monitor or whatever. Like, man, what you mean you want to put me on a heart monitor? You know? It's like when they put me on it before, I mean, what did y'all do? But, of course, but then I said to myself, I said, hold it. I literally just cremated my sister, you know? And it's like, when I, raided my sister's refrigerator, it was just so much stuff in there that should have been in there for somebody who was diabetic. And I'm just angry a little bit, pissed off at my sister a little bit for leaving me all by myself, you know. And I said, you know what? I can't sit here and be angry at her leaving, and I'm gonna sit here and basically do the same thing to my family and not take things seriously when a doctor says that something is wrong and you need to do this. You know, you have to take your health seriously. You know, you have to take your health seriously, or you're just not gonna live too long. And my nephew, because I've been, basically mentoring my sister's 3 kids or whatever, you know, and I told him he asks a lot about like he asks me about my doctor's appointment, always asking me how I am and stuff like that. And the truth of the matter is, I'm like, look, I don't want my nephew, um, feeling sorry for me. I don't want him thinking about what could happen, because at the end of the day, you know, we love each other and I love him, but at the end of the day, there's nothing that I can do about my heart. There's nothing I can do about the situation. Like I said, they're gonna put me on a heart monitor. They do, you know, I have an appointment to go to where we're gonna, you know, find out what my options are, you know, because, you know, sometimes they do open heart surgery, stuff like that. I don't even know if I want to go through all that. I don't know, you know. But I am gonna, but what I have been doing is I've been drinking a glass of wine every day, to try and keep my blood thinned out, keep it from clotting, you know. I was even told even if I exercise too hard, I can die. So it's just, uh, I don't know. We just don't know, you know. You just don't know what's gonna happen sometimes. Sometimes that's how life is. You know, I'm not afraid. The only thing that I'm afraid of was probably what's going to happen to my kids. I mean, they grown, but I'm saying it is so important that you make a huge effort to take good care of yourself. And if the doctor says that you need to do this, or you need my forehead on swole, yeah, all right, my forehead swole. Um, yeah, but yeah, if the doctor tell you that you need to do something, you need to handle this, please do it. If they want to, you know, take you to let you go to the doctors and get checked out, please do it, because you don't want to play with your life, you know. And sometimes it don't even always got to be a heart condition. I have a heart condition, but and I think I might inherit it from my dad, because my dad also has a heart condition. He made it to around, no, it's not Vaseline on my face. It's tallow and honey. I had just gave myself a nice facial scrub before I went to the gym. Um, Official Lord Savage. Um, but yeah, I inherited my heart condition from my dad, so he's up in his 70s now. Hopefully, I can get there too, you know. But I'm not gonna say it's not something that I'm not worried about, because I do, you know, love my life and I love living. I love learning and accomplishing things. But this is what I told my nephew today. I think it was today, or it might have been yesterday. But it's just sometimes, I mean, you have people who are born, you know, born and then they don't leave the hospital, you know. So it's what it is. You know, some people just don't live very long. You know, my sister literally just passed away. I could be joining her soon. Hopefully not, because I do want to be here to, you know, I always ask the Lord for the honor of being able to take care of my father as he gets older. You know, I didn't get that pleasure with my mom. Didn't get that, I didn't have that honor of taking care of my mother, because, you know, she passed on me. But we'll see what happens. And it says, what in honey, my sister in Christ, come with me with, no, it's not, as I said, tallow and honey. That's like, it's a beef fat. It's like a moisturizer that they get from cow fat, and it's really really good for your skin. It's something that they actually used to use in, I don't want to say ancient, uh but I would say a long time ago in Alaska. But I gotta go. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned from this video just to please take good care of yourself, because life is just too short.